What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. A lot of big things happen on the show tonight. I'm a little late doing this review under uncertain circumstances, but we're going to start off tonight, kicking it off with CM Punk, as him and Paul Heyman came out with the urn, talking about The Undertaker, saying that it could have ended last year with him, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels ended 20-0, but The Undertaker wanted to keep going, and he could go from 40-0 and 50-0, but CM Punk knew he was going to beat him because he's the one. He's the best in the world, going against the Phenom, he says. And since this was Philadelphia tonight and they're in ECW country, some people did chant ECW, and he dropped the urn on the ground, and then he picked it up saying he has the advantage because all you do is listen to the urn, that he's the control of the mind games now. And pretty much he got on his knee and he said he would rest in peace. Everything went dark. Then The Undertaker showed up in his gear, fighting, knocking CM Punk out of the ring. CM Punk and Paul Heyman were hightailing it up out of there. And Undertaker, he still has it. I don't go get where people say Undertaker like he was 60 years old and he didn't have it, and like if one bump could nearly injure him real badly. Undertaker looked good, and he can still go, and he still looks the same. The only thing different about The Undertaker is that he has that haircut. But it was really good to know what was happening at WrestleMania, and I did like the segment, so I really did enjoy it right there. Moving on tonight, we also had Fandango came out, supposed to make his in-ring debut, and he got on the mic. He just say Fandango until Jericho came out and started beating him up. And he beat up Fandango, and he threw him out of the ring. And then Dolph Ziggler came out. Ziggler went against Jericho. Real good match. Jericho won by a clean win. Walls of Jericho, or Lion Tamer. He won. He picked up the win. Then Langston pretty much came from behind and took him out. And then Fandango came back into the ring and beat him up. And people were chanting, "You can't wrestle! You can't wrestle!" And Fandango, he got a lot of heat from it, so it's good for Fandango in my terms, but I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen with Fandango. I don't know what they're going to do at WrestleMania with this guy. That was a good segment. The Sheamus was interviewed by Matt Striker talking about the Shield, what they're going to do, and how Big Show's going to join the team. They talked to Sheamus until the Shield came up. They started jumping him. They were beating up Sheamus, and Orton came with a chair, but the Shield got on Orton in, and Big Show came pretty much even the odds, and the Shield got up out of there, then just kind of backing off. It just retreated, but they got what they wanted. They tried to take out Orton and Sheamus. Mark Henry destroyed the Usos. Henry got a good pop. Kind of chanted Scissor Chocolate to Mark Henry, but he got a good pop. Oh yes, Del Rio went against Antonio Cesaro. Cesaro looks like now he's just a jobber with a title. And it was a good match, and they both put on a good match. Swagger then came and attacked Ricardo. Ricardo was on a cast on his leg, and Del Rio went after him and did a huge kick to Swagger in the face. Del Rio, Cesaro won by count out, and then Del Rio got back in the ring and cross-arm breaking him, but it was a good segment, I gotta say that, and it was alright, so it puts a lot of, more of what's gonna happen between that, with Del Rio and Swagger, so I did kinda like that segment with Del Rio attacking him. Kane and Daniel Bryan went against the Primetime Players. Ziggler and AJ and Langston were watching at the top. Kane and Bryan won the match, so that's good for them. Triple H came out talking about Brock Lesnar. He's not here to fight. He's not here to wrestle. He's going to kick his ass, and he said he's going to take out Brock Lesnar, and he's going to destroy him. And then Wade Barrett's music hit, and he pretty much, it was a stare down between Triple H and Barrett. Triple H kicked him in the nuts and walked off, and pretty much looked at the WrestleMania sign, and Barrett went against The Miz, which this match really sucked. And I could hear boring chants almost, and somebody said, "You suck," real loudly, so I saw that out there, and it was bad. It was a really bad thing to see. especially with the "You Suck" chants, and it wasn't over. It just sucked, and Miz won by the figure 4, but it was very predictable, and it was just like, whatever. Ken and Daniel Bryan were talking about AJ and Becky, so Caitlyn was talking about she was a psycho and everything, and AJ attacked her from behind. There would be a match between them tonight, so that was going to happen. The Shield went against Khali, Zack Ryder, and Justin Gabriel, which they pretty much got dominated out there. Nobody didn't look like they cared. The Shield, it got a big of a a reaction when they slammed Khali, but God, like, really? And I get it. The Shield just beat up a bunch of guys that are not over, especially Zack Ryder. He's not getting anywhere nowadays, if you ask me. A bunch of goofs. Like, it's just was whatever. And then Orton and Sheamus came to the ring, but Big Show came from behind for the sneak attack. And Big Show and like the Shield, Big Show and Orton, Sheamus and Orton fought. Shield pretty much got out of there as they got thrown out of the ring by the Shield, by Orton and them. So it was like the Shield was kind of they wasn't jumped, but we'll see what happens. 13 days away from WrestleMania. Jericho was talking, striking back, and Jericho, I guess this match is going to be official. It will be Chris Jericho versus Fandango. Why? I don't know. I don't think Jericho's going to put him over. Jericho's going to. I think Jericho needs that win at WrestleMania, so I believe he'll win the match. Sandow and Cody Rhodes came to the ring, talking about everybody, and Sandow always grabbed the mic saying, "Silence!" They brought out the Bellas, and Brodus Clay and Tenzai went against Cody Rhodes and Sandow. The Bellas and Naomi and Cameron began to fight Rhodes, and then picked up the victory. Rhodes hit the beautiful disaster kick on Brodus Clay and won the match. Ryback went against 3MB, which was good. The double shell shock thing was alright. It was good. 3MB still sucks. They're not over. They're not getting anywhere, so it was whatever. And then it's supposed to be a weightlifting competition between Mark Henry and Ryback this Friday on SmackDown, so I don't know. It's crazy. I don't. 3MB sucks anyway. It's like everybody, they just feed anybody to, like, they feed 3MB to anybody nowadays, if you ask me. Like, why? They're not over. They're not getting anywhere. Why feed them to them? I don't get why, but it's whatever. AJ went against Caitlyn. No reaction for any, especially for Caitlyn. No reaction. Whatever this new theme song they gave her. Then she tried to go for a spear on AJ, but she sidestepped it. She won by count. Now nobody cared. Maybe the Divas title will be on the line. Caitlyn's going to be in the corner of AJ and, corner of Kane and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. I don't know. That was bad. That was bad segment. Match, really. Arnold Schwarzenegger will be inducting Bruno Sammartino to Hall of Fame, and as we get into the Q&A of The Rock and John Cena, which will be 5 Hall of Famers be on the Q&A. Booker T, Mick Foley, Dusty Rhodes, and Bret Hart. Ric Flair is supposed to be there, but say he has a blood clot, I heard, so he didn't show up, and hope Flair is okay. As they ask questions of what was gonna happen. Some of them have faced The Rock before. Some have faced The Rock and John Cena. Everybody knows The Rock and Sock. And they asked, like, why do they want this? And I thought Cena cut a horrible promo. Like, he started going on Donovan McNabb and Donovan McNabb, and they booed. Why do you compare yourself to Donovan McNabb? Like, and, like, I don't know. I know it's Philly and the Vikings boo him, and it's whatever, but it sucked. And The Rock went on him. And they asked, why did they want this? And he said he needs it. And Cena, I guess I like where this crazy Cena was going. Like, I need to beat you. He knows he can beat you. He said, I beat me. He said The Rock could never beat him. And The Rock went on his thing and talked about how he sucked back then. And when he won the title. And when he had his chance at WrestleMania. He got his ass kicked by Stone Cold Steve Austin. But The Rock got better in time. And he became one of the greatest. And it's not like Shawn, like nobody's gonna get a screw job at WrestleMania. It was just Rock beating him. And Cena, pretty much, he comes here every week in and out, and they say he wants The Rock to feel that horrible loss that he took at WrestleMania. How you gonna feel and everything. And Cena says, you could never beat me. And Cena, because it was a bad promo, especially that Donald McMahon, that was horrible. And The Rock, Cena said he knows he's gonna beat him. And when he made that mistake of doing that people's elbow on him last year to get his little shine, he knew he messed up, and The Rock said he was going to kick his ass because he didn't know what to do. And what The Rock said, a great person once said, to beat a man, woo, you gotta beat the man. But Cena can't beat the man. And like, what do they want? Because this is about winning and losing. And I feel like we're gonna see a heel turn by John Cena at WrestleMania. And everybody's been going on for years. It's gonna be a heel turn. When is he ever gonna turn heel? We know it's not. But this crazy thing, Cena, I like it. And The Rock says, enough of the talk. Let's do this now. And Cena pretty much was ready to fight. He came up and you can't see me. The Rock pushed him. Cena went for an FU. Rock dodged it. Rock botted him, owning Cena again. It was really good segment, I guess, but I just feel like it was over, and Cena's now obsessed. Like, it's like what Shawn Michaels was obsessed over the streak when he lost a WrestleMania year before, but now Cena's now obsessed with The Rock. So I don't know what's going to happen there, and we'll see what's going to happen. So this was a good Raw night. Very dead crowd sometimes. Philadelphia is a good wrestling city, but it was dead in some parts. But I'm going to end the show right here. Once again, you know, it's me, HOOD, news and reviews. You see, it's like a clock. It goes tick-tock. We will see who will win the WWE title between John Cena and The Rock. So I'll see you guys later. I'm out of here. Peace.